Hey guys, Kakos197 again, this time with a review of the non-scale freestyle bazooka from Kotobukiya's weapon unit series. And even though it says that it's a no scale, it does state on the package that it's for model kits that are 15 to 20 centimeters in size, which means that it should be the perfect size for a master grade or a general 100 scale for Gundam, and technically a tiny bit too big for a 144th scale, even though the handle is the perfect size for them. So for 144 scales, it's still good. So because it's a non-scale, let's quickly compare it to a few in-scale bazookas. To a 144th scale, a tiny bit bigger, and a 100 scale, a tiny bit smaller. So it's actually pretty much in between. So for articulation, you've got the handle thingy here that also moves to make it easier to hold it, and quite surprisingly, this thingy here in the back also goes out all the way. And you've got some nice detailing here, some grills, so you could assume, or well, you could pretend that this is like where smoke comes out to cool it down. If you want it to be an energy thing, or maybe even a railgun. So yeah, very nice detail in there. Accessories, because you do actually get accessories, you can remove this handle and then it comes with an extra connector part. And you can connect them here or here. So that means that you can choose, you can either have just the connector part in here to make it like an over-the-shoulder cannon thing, or you can have his handle where you can have the handle where it should be, and then this here on top so that it can be stored on a backpack. And also this little connector, you can remove it. Whoops. Oh, there it is. And then you can put it the other way around, so you can choose which side it can be on. So that's that. Let's remove this. And now let's see how it fits into the hands. And it does fit into the hands really, really nicely. First of all, the master grade here. Just wrap them around. And there you go. A nice little bazooka. Gotta say it looks a little bit small. Just a tiny bit, but overall a very nice looking bazooka. And for a 144th scale, it fits in all the trigger finger hands that I've tried. But mind you, I said trigger finger hands, so that means it won't exactly fit into the general seat hands. Well, you could technically try to slide in there. Well, I'll show you in a second. But here with the modern Earth Federation hands, whoops, it literally clicks in there. It fits so well, and that's just amazing because this is a different brand and it fits like a glove. And some of the older Bandai kits actually have trouble holding their own weapons. So, and it just pops in there, and now you've got a giant bazooka. Whoops. There you go. I guess this would look pretty good with a dome because they are used to having giant bazookas. Now let's quickly show the problem with the seat model. Just quickly pop out the hand. And the hand itself will kind of wrap around, but you cannot get the cover to fit. So you can kind of squeeze it at the bottom. But then that's all the closure you're going to get. So, well, you might want to consider doing it because it doesn't look all that bad, but not a perfect fit. And now, the most surprising of this set is that this connector part actually fits in some polycaps. So you can actually use this with Bandai kits, but well, there's also a bit of bad news because there are very few kits that I know of that can connect with this, but the few ones that I have found are Facades, the Leopard Destroy here, and also the normal Leopard. Let's pull it off, and then it goes in here. And because Gundam X kits are quite small themselves, it looks pretty giant on him. But when you think about the Gundam X series, it would make sense to have your own custom mobile suit in that series. Because of course there are vultures all over the place. There you go. Second one that fits is the Hyzak, but this time you have to remove his fuel tanks, or if you have the older Hyzak, the normal Hyzak, you have to remove those fin thrusters. So you just pop it in here, and remember, like I said before, you can change the direction of this peg. So you could have another one here, and same goes for the Leopard Destroyer. You could also remove this and have two giant cannons there, or bazookas. And I gotta say, this looks pretty amazing. So, as I was saying, this bazooka looks pretty damn nice on the Hyzak. And because of course the Hyzak of itself has very few accessories, just the one, this is a very nice addition. And finally, it also works with the Noir Striker Pack. What you want to do is pull out the wings, then once again pop it in, do it over the shoulder, and there you go. And if you put one on the other side, you could kind of have like a little custom built giant doppelhorn striker pack. So actually very surprising that it fits with the Gundam kits. But like I said, those are the only ones. Oh no, wait, there's still one kind of more. If you remove these thrusters here, you could also fit in there, but it doesn't look, it's not quite as good because of course you have to remove these thingies, and yeah, that's not all that great. And you would also have to remove his missile pods. As always, the inevitable question is, do you want to buy this? Well, it retails for around 500 yen, so for just the bazooka it is quite a high price tag. But if you have mobile suits that are, well, that might be compatible with this bazooka, then definitely get it. And I would recommend that if you have a kit and you think that it might fit, try pulling off some parts and see if it might just fit. Because, yeah, at first sight, almost no kits are compatible with this, but if you look close enough, you might just find one. And nothing beats that awesome over-the-shoulder cannon look. So, if it might fit, definitely go for it. And if you think that it would look good with your mobile suit, then you could also go for it. So, that's all for this review, and see you at the next one.